Hello, welcome to part 3 of the second annual Tubes NBA Playoffs bracket. We will now focus our attention on the Western Conference quarterfinals West Region Prelims between San Antonio and Memphis. All I can say about this series is that the NBA is a league of stars. I think that this series could come down to efficiency. When I look at efficiency, I see San Antonio as the most improved team in this category because when Manu is healthy, he's a top 20 player all around. It seems like the core of San Antonio is highly focused on health, which they have bought into because they have come around with the same starting lineup throughout almost every single game. Even though this is just a 1 versus 8 matchup, Memphis has still proven to the whole entire world that they are not your average 8th seed in the Western Conference. They obviously have got guys like Zach Randolph who can thrash and finish to the rim on any fast break, alley-oop, or dunk. I will honestly admit, Duncan has always looked slow in the rotation inside the paint because, let's face it, he's only getting older, despite having a longevity of lifetime achievements. And I will also admit that Parker has been overlooked because the only thing he has done is been efficient and win. Although Popovich has shown to have a much better bench than ever before, because McDyess is the steady pro that you can always count on, night in and night out. I will expect Parker to bring a championship level and to be aggressive when he does and doesn't have the ball throughout the series. But once again, don't overlook Memphis, because they still have the potentiality to pull off a Western Conference quarterfinals upset. Yes, you're hearing it from me. But in the end, I do think San Antonio will prevail in 7 games. So in a 7-game classic, it will be San Antonio moving on to the West Region Finals. And from there, they will either face number 4 Oklahoma City or number 5 Denver. Speaking of those two teams, if you thought that San Antonio and Memphis would look like a scary but fun matchup to be expected, just wait until you see these two Wild West teams collide on the hardwood. Without question, I am booking my eyes on this series to be a tight matchup from everywhere, and all positions equally expanded. Even though the fans and management were bitter with Carmelo around, no question about it, Denver has gotten the better deal out of the trade. I do expect that when these two teams meet up in Denver, Denver will probably get the best out of Oklahoma City because Denver has proven that they can hurt all their opponents inside the paint by keeping them stale inside the perimeter. Although for Oklahoma City, Durant and Westbrook have led the NBA as the best scoring duo in recent memory. Just as long as Oklahoma City has Perkins in the lineup, he'll earn his minutes while he can play like a big crucible in the low post. And also, don't get me wrong, Oklahoma City got the better deal of the trade with Boston because of this beat. He, with Perkins, of course, can add a size advantage like something out of a horror movie. If Westbrook can take a follow off of the ball, and if Harden can be a big part of the production by committee, look for those following things to help complement Oklahoma City to their first ever postseason series victory, because they look forward to roll anyone in any big game. I know that Denver will respond emotionally to each loss, but look for this to be a classic. Oklahoma City will win in 7 games and will face San Antonio in the West Region Finals, Western Conference Semifinals. So there you have it. San Antonio and Oklahoma City will meet in the West Region Finals.